let's jump straight into the video. So this is going to be my setup for doing my own braids at home. And what I'm going to go ahead and use is this braid gel as well as this grip glaze that is from Amazon, as well as this braiding hair, and I will have all that linked in the description below. This right here is a blow dryer brush. I'll have it linked in the description. And this right here is a 3-sided mirror. So I love this right here because it helps you to see different angles of your head. So this is definitely a must-have for my DIY babes out there. This is from Amazon again, and it will be linked in the description. So to start out, I'm gonna wet my hair and I'm gonna detangle it with the brush off. Okay, so then we're gonna move straight into the heat protectant when I do want to officially blow dry my hair. This is from Silk Out Systems, so I will link that in the description as well. Pretty much everything you see in this video will be linked in the description, but I'm going to turn the blow dryer on and I'm going to just go ahead and blow dry my hair straight. So now I'm going to move into parting. So this is my second time doing my own knotless braids ever, and I wanted to do smaller knotless braids this time. So I'm starting at the back of my head and I'm going to try to do smaller sections when it comes to parting. Now I'm going to apply my good and old faithful Sulfur 8 for my dandruff. So now I'm just going to go ahead and apply some gel. And I like to make sure the parts are very straight once the gel is on there. Then I go ahead and start braiding. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to braid like halfway down. This is basically going to make sure when I like crochet in the extensions that the hair is nice and secure. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through this process so that you guys can just see, what I'm doing to part my own hair, so that it may help any of you other beginners or, just newbies out there. Now, I do want to say that the reason why I like to do this versus just like going in and putting the extensions once I finish the one little section is because I like to make sure I'm getting like really decent parting, because the first time when I did my own knotless braids, what ended up happening was the parting was like very off, and I pretty much couldn't go back and fix any parts because I had put all these braids in. So when I do it this way, if I need to go in and adjust something, then I can easily do that. Case in point, as you can see right here, this is not even. So I basically was able to easily go back and fix it and basically make it nice and straight. So this is like the next row, but I was just wanting to show you guys that's why I like to do it this way. So here are the 2 rows that are done at the back. Then after I do that, I like to go ahead and do the middle part of my head. So the one that's like going to be round, I don't know, I just like to get that part out of the way for some reason. But yeah, that mirror definitely is extremely helpful even with this. So when I get to this part, I like to just go ahead and level it up from the back section. So I'll just literally follow it to the front. So this time around, I decided to leave out the front row because I wanted to make sure I did my baby edges first, because I gotta have my baby edges. And I wanted to make sure they were thick enough. I'm using this gummy gel, which is amazing. It's a really, really good gel. And again, that'll be linked in the description. But yeah, I like doing this so I can make sure my edges is nice and full. And then I go in and do the whole front row. So here are my parts. I think they look really good for someone who is, you know, a beginner when it comes to like doing their hair, or at least not like, you know, a expert or anything of that nature, because I've done other things, but when it comes to knotless braids, this is my second time ever doing my own knotless braids. Again, they're not perfect, but they are very good in my opinion. And I think that that mirror definitely has helped me. It does take me forever because I'm filming and I'm a perfectionist and I'm slow, so I can't even tell you guys how long this really took. But I did want to also just show you from a different video a close-up of how I'm putting them in. So I crochet in the hair, basically just slide the needle through, attach the hair, and then pull through one side. And then for this, like for the smaller braids, I just took one piece of hair from one side, and then I just go ahead like to basically to make that a third piece, and then I basically just go ahead and start braiding. So when the braids are smaller, you can certainly get away with this. But if you have bigger braids, then you will need to actually split the hair differently. You want to grab hair from both sides to make it thicker for the third piece, and then you can go ahead and start braiding. The main thing you want to do is just try to make sure you cover up your little braid in the beginning. After you braid down halfway, use the grip glaze to go ahead and smooth out the rest of your hair. I wanted to help you babes as much as I possibly could here, so this is the size that I went with for my smaller knotless braids. Some of them were a little bit bigger, some were a little bit smaller because it wasn't perfect, but I did measure it so you guys can see about where I was trying to stay within sizing. Since I got my hair from Amazon, it came with 8 packs of hair, and I believe I used 6 at the most. I know I still right now have 2 packs of hair left at home, and I feel like one of the packs I didn't even use all of it. So 5 to 6 packs I believe is what was used. So I wasn't able to finish my hair in time to show you guys the final results once they're refreshed, because I went to Miami to get a breast augmentation, and I did film this, and for anybody who's interested, I will have a vlog on that later. But this is 3 weeks later, so I did want to just go ahead and show you guys how I did the ends of my hair. And then also just to show you, 3 weeks after I refreshed it. So I'm just using some boiling water. First I braided the ends in like 4 different sections, and then I dipped it in the boiling hot water. And I do have a towel underneath me, so don't just like sit this on your lap, girl. You'll burn a hole through your lap. So as you can see, here's the towel. Once I did that, and I only leave it for like 10 seconds. You don't have to leave it in there for long. But once I do that, I'll just go ahead and take it out and dry it off, and then go ahead and undo the braid. And as you can see, we got some pretty crimps. I guess you'll call these crimps. So I just want to do something a little different rather than the curls from the last time, and I was very much happy with how they came out. But make sure you braid tight so you can get some nice pretty defined curls, not curls, but like crimps like these. So yeah, here are the final results. Again, this is after 3 weeks, once I actually kind of refreshed it just so I could show you guys what it was looking like. So yeah, that is the parts. One thing to keep in mind is, yeah, when you're braiding at the root, try your best to cover up the mini braid. And as far as parting goes, try not to stress about it too much, because a lot of times people don't even really see the middle of your head like that. So just don't beat yourself up, be patient with yourself, and in time it will get better and better and better. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, I will be posting lifestyle, fashion, and beauty content, so not just hair stuff. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.